Oh, it's a wonderful time to be a football gamer. It's a wonderful. What's up, boys? What's up, boys? It's a wonderful time to be a football gamer, so check it out. People are going crazy with the leaks, and it's like, not my fault, man. I didn't leak anything, but guess what? It's a free country, and I can react to videos on YouTube. Therefore, I got some amazing content coming where I will show you every aspect of why FC26 is going to be spectacular and a million times better than FC25, which, as bad as it was, still is the best football game. I've been every day playing this nonsense, which is the gameplay is just as bad as it's been by a million miles. Super delayed, super laggy, and then just all the nonsense that they're getting rid of when you're playing the beta. Which, by the way, I've never had a beta where the game, the full release, wasn't better. It's at least the same, and I'm already having a blast. I can barely put it down, and so coming back to this nonsense with the L1 speed boost, all the bull crap, the terrible gameplay, laggy nonsense. It's hard to do, but I want to try to get this season completed to get that pack. I've done the other objectives. Check out my video if you want to see all the different objectives to get, so you don't miss out on any FC26 packs. But the next thing I wanted to say is this: when today was the first day they opened everything up, meaning like I've been able to play Ultimate Team and Seasons, right? Today's the day where they open up every mode, so I could play Player Career, which is amazing, Manager Career, which is awesome, and then Clubs, which is awesome. The best way to describe it is the same with a lot of needed improvements to take it over to take it to that next level, if you will. Overall, like Ultimate Team, it's a totally new deal, but I guess because the transfer market's the same, it's still rivals, it's still champs and stuff. You could say that's similar to Clubs and Manager Career and Player Career, but it just feels totally different because the gameplay's so different. And with Manager Career and all that on the pitch with that new competitive mode, I know people are making a big fuss saying like they already had the simulation option, then the competitive option. They've already had this. They just changed the name. Guys, I'm telling you, the simulation stuff was like a few tweaks maybe. This is an entire new game. It's like a new game. I don't think now that I've played it, it could be what I was hoping for. Like when I first heard about it, meaning like if the authentic does good, it could take over on the competitive side. They would have to speed it up. Let's put it that way. But for the sake of like, okay, we're in a career mode, right? And this is where I'm saying it's not as many changes as Ultimate Team, but necessary changes were made. And say you have these certain objectives, right, that you need to fulfill, and you're going against a tough team and you're playing at a high enough difficulty level to where you don't want to get your butt kicked every time, but you don't want to kick someone's butt. You want to make it as realistic as possible, meaning like if you're like I'll be creating my own team, but using from the lowest English league they have in there, whatever it is, Division 2, 3, whatever it is, climbing my way up the English ladder because it's the deepest ladder in the game, so it's the most fun, right? And plus, come on, it's English football's classic. That's what we got to climb from. So you create your own team, you can replace a team. So we'll literally make our own OGFC and then build our team up from nobody players all the way through the ranks. I'm not going to like use icons or anything like that. I feel like that's cheating. Unless they integrate them better, I didn't get to that point. But most likely just regular players. But the cool thing is like, say you're Division 2, you're in a cup game, you make it far enough, you play Arsenal or Man U or someone, and you decide to park the bus. And you can literally manually make your tactics to where it's realistic, and the gameplay helps with that kind of thing. Meaning, if you're playing competitive gameplay, like the gameplay mode, you're gonna get rinsed with a team that much lower level, right? If you play a high enough difficulty level, you got 70 rated players versus all these top players in the world. However, with the realistic style, if you park the bus, yeah, you're gonna get outplayed like a son of a gun. But it's like that realistic, like, can we successfully keep these guys from putting the ball in the net and at least get a draw for the first leg, and then maybe try to force one goal, open up a little bit as the game wears on in the second leg. If not, try to take them to PKs. We have nothing to lose. And then the game's fun in the sense that you have this realistic, more slowed down game, and it's like you're immersed in the fact that you're trying to just hold off this much better team, right? If they didn't change the gameplay, these little additions, like the little challenges, the stuff that they do, it wouldn't matter, because whenever you go into like a career mode and then you play and the scores are outrageous and it doesn't match what the realistic games would be and stuff, it takes away from it, right? So that more realistic feel to each game, which also means more realistic stats, let's remember that, it leads to a better overall manager career where you can go deeper and you can actually have fun and people can get involved, right? The interactions are cool, but I'd say that stuff's pretty similar, right? Like, the old, hey coach, I'm really upset I didn't play. Oh, well, you need to play harder, or, oh, it's okay, you'll play next game, or, but the gameplay part is what's going to make it awesome. Now, the player career has an incredible change in it, right? I know they have the archetypes and stuff, but there's these certain, like, boosts that you can get within the game. If you want details on it, you can go into the deep dive. But they added this insane thing where, like, within the game, it's not just a boring old run around with your one player. Hopefully you make the difficulty level hard enough, but because then it's a challenge to, like, get good scores and to beat defenders and to get good ratings, I should say. And it's a challenge to score goals. But on top of that, there's, like, these different things that you can do to activate, like, these extra boosts. You just have to check it out, because part of the thing I like about these modes is when you're doing the career mode or player career, which I don't know if I'm going to dive into. That's a lot to add on to Ultimate Team if I did player career with career mode. Right now it would just be manager career, but let's say I did be a pro mode or player career, whatever. They needed something like that. Like, if you're going to have content around it, or even have players dive into it and really have fun, you had to have something added to when you go out and play within the game, and they did that well. But part of the fun in it is diving in and, like, experiencing these things / learning them as you're diving in. It's not a mode like Ultimate Team where it's competitive. You're playing PvP, so you want to be trained up. You want to be ready to go. The player career as well as the career manager mode, it's different. You're playing the AI, so all those surprises along the way, all those cool things that you learn, like diving in with the community, them giving you feedback, like all that's part of it. So I don't want to give too much away. Otherwise, it's almost like giving with versus AI modes like that. It's like giving away the movie, like, before someone watches it, and they're like, well, why should I watch? I already know how it goes. So I'm not even going to dive in too much. I just wanted to preview it. And those both player career, manager career, and they look amazing, right? As well as clubs. Clubs is a little bit different. Very similar. There's some cool different things. Now, you can actually be part of different clubs. The archetypes thing is pretty cool. They just basically added more detail. Now, clubs is another one. It's a lot, especially if you want to keep up with other teams. Maybe we'll start one. We have a strong community full of players. We dove into it, and it was fun when we did play last year, but you got to remember, last year I was diving into different games. It was more of a loose, having fun, but if I'm going to be 100% committed to FC, which I am, 26, and helping people, and Ultimate Team, there's a lot, as you guys know, a lot released every day and a lot to keep people informed on, a lot of content to do. So if you had a manager career to that and clubs, I mean, man, that could get to the point where instead of getting top of the line content at a high level, the content starts to it takes from the quality, I feel like, because you only have so much time. So with that being said, right now it's just Ultimate Team, then we'll do a manager career mode, but I'm letting you guys know right now it could possibly change to player careers and clubs too, because they both look insane. I love what they added there. What's up, boys? Phil, Boomfa, how are you guys? So what we're going to do is we're going to break down, well, that's coming up next, but because of all the leaks, I'll be breaking down every detail of the gameplay, so that's going to be a huge video to check out. I already released a game in my. It was kind of a bonus for those who watched the reaction video in my Vise. I think that's how you pronounce it. Reaction video. There's an entire leaked game from the beta, player versus player. So you can check that out and study it yourself. But I will be breaking another leaked game down, so you can see every detail and you'll understand why I'm talking about this being an insane game and all the improvements. In the meantime, though, I got to get my daily games done. So if you don't know, every day you go in here, you go to seasonal, and you have... Oh, wow. Daily... Oh, it already allowed me... So 12 hours from now. So what time is it? 2. So 2 a.m. Okay, so since I did it early morning. But I have my daily preseason games. Now, here's the thing, though. Does that even give me... Preseason transfer update. Does any of this give me... It doesn't look like any of this gives me SP. Honestly, it doesn't look like any of this gives me SP. The SP that's available looks like it's in the manager career. Play 1 full match. 3 full matches, 5 full, 7 full. Sorry, guys. So it doesn't look like there's any SP available right now. Which is insane, right? Like, how the fuck? Player objectives, what do you have to do for this one? Play 3 full matches, 6 full matches, get a hat trick, complete 10 match objectives. So maybe I do that. Maybe I do that. But is that worth it, guys? Is that really, really worth it? Score 3 goals in clubs, rush. That's only 50. I feel like I can still complete it, and if I can, great. I'll show you guys where I'm at. Do you get SP for just... Complete the season ladder. But to complete it, that doesn't mean I have to get premium, right? It doesn't say complete the premium. I wouldn't think. What do you guys think? I wouldn't think you need to upgrade. But I don't know for sure. Where's my little cursor at? It will tell me where I'm at. Where's my little cursor? I wonder if that means you have to get... Let's look it up. Do I have to buy the premium season pass for the preseason FC26 objective pack? No, you don't have to buy the premium pass for the preseason objectives. The premium pass is optional. It doesn't, I don't know if that's answering my question, though. Oh, there's a whole Reddit post on it. What are the actual rewards? Okay. Okay. Boost XP gains in the end. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. I don't think I have to join the I know I don't have to join the premium. Like Boomfa said, it would. Boomfa said it would make the packs untradeable, or sorry, tradable. I think I'll end up getting enough SP. Now, do you get SP for playing the daily games? I don't think you do. I know you get rewards, but it doesn't say nothing about SP. I'm pretty sure you don't get SP. Let's look that up too. All right. FC25 SP. Let's get to the bottom of this. Clean daily objectives, awards, season points. I don't think you do. I wonder. Hold on. I think it would say on here SP. I'm pretty damn sure it would. So that sucks. So there's no point in playing today. I don't think, man, but I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. I don't want to just play for no reason, though. $4,000 SP right there. So you get a 4,000 SP boost. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe towards the end, if I need it, I'll use it then. But this game is so shit right now. There's another 4,000. So that's 8,000 SP boost eventually. But I can always get it. I always have. I have time. I have 29 days to finish 40 levels. So what? Within how many days has it been? Like 5 days. I'm already at level. Let's see. Level 10, 9, 8. 7. I'm only at level 7, eh? I'm only at level 7. Thought I was further than that. Where was I at just looking at that 4,000 SP? XP. Alright, now I'm going crazy. Wasn't there just a 4,000 XP thing on here that I'm missing somewhere? Yeah, so I'd have 4,000. If I spent $9, I'd have 4,000 SP, which would get me to... like here. It would get me to here. But I can always do that later. So that's what I'll do. Alright. Well, we'll get to that game review then. So here we go, guys. This is going to be awesome. So, basically, since I didn't provide this leak, since it came from... Oh, that is why I was going to play an FC25 game to compare it. To record and compare it. So that's what we'll do real quick. I'll get that out of the way. I'll play one game to my best ability. I'm sure it's going to be like lagging. Then I will have both games. We'll be able to compare and contrast. Let's see how the gameplay is today, too. It was really good early in this morning. So let me see if this is up real quick. Pull this up. Mute the volume because... it's a new camera. Alright. So I'll show that. So again, it's on YouTube, so I don't feel like that's not my fault. It's already on YouTube. I'm not sharing my stuff. That's not my name on there. But we must have a comparison game, and that's what we're about to get. Let's go into Rivals. See what we can come up with. From the Deuce to boat, bit tasty now. How does that show up on here? Let me check. With my game in the background, so it would have to be like perfect. Okay. Now the other one opened up too. All right, perfect, man. This is where OBS can really shine, boys. Gotta love it. All right, let's get into this game, get ourselves a comparison video. Oh my goodness, 50. What the? Is that my ping or my opponent's? That was my opponent's, right? El Taco de Pap. I got the deuce to fold. Alright, I like how it feels. So far, so good. It's crazy the difference. Night and day when there's good gameplay. Ah, good D. Good D. Wrong player to pass to, but that was my fault. Yeah. Whoa! I was supposed to go to the winger. Good D again. Tackle back City. Almost got it, but he didn't. Good tackle. Bravo! Bravo! Go. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. No way. Tackle back City. He missed! Oh my god, how did he miss that? He's got to work on his... He's got to work on his precision finishing, but hey, at least he's working on it. Dude. Oh man, I can't wait to show you guys 26. That's the type of delay I'm talking about. And eFootballs is way worse, and they act like dude, this dude's one of the worst finishers I've ever seen. The tackle backs, the delay, it's just a joke, guys. But again, this is good to show. It's good to show this. The delay is terrible. Every game is like this. But the difference is you got these clowns that are using it as a skill. It's like, bro, you had to have at least seen the leaks. You have to know that it's gone. You preparing like this is just going to make you struggle. But I guess these low-level players, they struggle every year anyway, right? Look at this. I can't even get a shot off. I'm going to have to go to 100. So they do all this for these wins. They do all this for these wins, and they're terrible. I mean, look how bad he is. He doesn't have no idea. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, so anybody who thinks I'm kissing that ass to FC, watch me play FC25. This is a joke. Why do you think I'm even playing FC? FC25 is way worse. I mean, the delay is so freaking bad, it's not even funny. It's unbelievable. It's like they just neglected it. But these low-level, like, loser players, I guess they're just happy they can finally get a win. But they're doing all this shit. You'll see when I show you guys how 25 or 26 is. Oh, greasy. Terrible miss. So if you guys wondered why I do that pressure change, it's when there's delay, it helps you get some player movement. Where was my wingback at? Where in the... Oh, yeah, look at the yellow bar of death, of course. Look at that, dude. Oh, my God. It's delayed about 10 seconds. But we're going to keep this game in there because this is a typical FC25 game. You're going to see where these losers are not going to be able to do the shit they're doing here. It's just all set up bullshit, bro. I mean, how many games have you guys seen a player be able to just send balls... That's not even an FC25 thing. It's just, that's what's left who's playing this, is a bunch of rat low-level players. But again, none of this shit's possible. You don't have where you're forced to fucking put your team on full press just to be able to get a reaction. I mean, this isn't even real football right now. Remind you, this is a low-level division player too. This is a Division 4 player. This is like nobody that's accomplished anything all year, and yet they're still playing. But that's what you're gonna expect. So that's how bad the gameplay is. Like, you can expect this from these players, but the difference is, look at my reaction there. He was just so bad. He had a full opening towards goal. I mean, look at what I have to do, dude. It's so ridiculous, the delay. And he's still bad enough to where I'm still... You know what I mean? The fact that I'm even getting sniffs off of this dude is hilarious. He's bad enough he could even blow this. And I'll laugh my ass off. I mean, look at this, bro. Bullshit. Another fucking delay pass. Imagine getting 5 seconds to be able to react. I mean, look at that. It's just a joke, dude. The whole fucking thing is an absolute joke. Can't do a thing. I've never seen the game this bad. But see, I want to see. I'm going to play one more after this and see if it's this player or not. See, like, right there. You can't choose a pass and then it comes off 5 seconds later because his players are still moving fine. If you guys haven't seen my video, I show this in a game. Like, even that block right there, he wouldn't make that. Where I show this in a game with Phil. Phil's playing. I could tell his opponent just moving and grooving regular. And then the opponent sent the video. But the odd thing was, I talked to the opponent and he couldn't explain it. When it went to a red bar where Phil couldn't move after Phil scored, the dude doesn't move his player. Then next thing you know, he dribbles Phil's whole team, scores a goal. And I'm like, what? Look at him freeze right there. He froze his player like he was off the game for a second, then came back. And the dude couldn't give me an answer. He just told me, no, dude, I never froze. Well, on his gameplay, you could tell there was no red or yellow bar. You could see where Phil was delayed and he wasn't. But on his screen, the dude froze up still. Not froze, but like, if I put my controller down and start working on my PC, you'll see my player just standing there controlled. The player did the same thing, and he never answered that. I truly think these players are either playing on hotspots or doing something. There's something there. I mean, look at these passes. You can't do a thing with this gameplay. So whenever he's playing these through balls, and whenever he's tackling, I mean, look at his finishing. It's so bad. Let's ask. I gotta ask him. Bro, so how do you get it to where you're not lagging at all and you're not delayed? I'm on live right now. If you're doing it, just be honest. But how are you, as a low-level player, able to do that? Let's see what he says. If you want to for my stream, would you play me again where I host the game? I'll host the game. It will be a friendly game for my stream. Oh, Gamester FC if you want to check. But, I mean, you're just so much lower level than me and lower skilled. I'm just being honest. I just want to show, like, you know, I mean, obviously it's not your fault that the servers are bad, but I'm about to do a comparison with FC26. So if you want to play and I host, that would be awesome, dude. Let me know. Hopefully he will. Hopefully I was nice enough there. But, dude, you're talking a player. It's August, and he's in the same division that I got to play in FC Pro. I had to get into this. I had to get to Division 3 in, like, September. This dude's in a division. And let's look at his hours. I'm assuming this is his main account. So you got to think about that, guys. This dude's playing, I'm assuming, nobody's just playing this game if they're not, like, obviously somebody this low level doesn't have a, what do you call it? Doesn't have a channel or anything like that. So 234 hours. So I'm playing a player with 234 hours. So let's see what he says here. 234 hours. If he'll play me in a game where I host, that would be huge. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. Yes, here we go. He's going to do it. Perfect. How do I... Hold on. Alright. I'm going to invite him to a game now. Taco de Papa. Here we go. So... he's playing like a complete rat, so therefore I'm going to... No, I'll keep my team. I'll keep it 4-4-1-1. I'll keep it 4-4-1-1. Can't send the message. What? Even if you guys are wondering why the clicks are going all over, even the fucking menus are crashed. That's what Keoma was talking about. They'll freeze up and crash on you. It's just such a joke, dude. What was that guy's name? Taco something? Where's he at? Taco, there it is. Alright. Now watch this difference. Invite. Oh, what do you know? Look at the ping. Now let's see what happens when he pops up, though. This will be interesting. If he even will, because a lot of these losers, they do it on purpose. Alright, so he came. So look at the ping. Notice the difference right off the bat. And again, if he showed up, I gotta stop talking how I am. It's just the way he was playing was pissing me off, but because he's at least showing up and playing. So there we go. We have perfect ping. And then you guys tell me if you guys see the difference here. The last one was on 50 or something like that. It was so slow motion. This will be my first time testing this outside of the PlayStation tournaments. This is awesome. Well, let me go to record here. So, now I'm hosting. Same player I just couldn't move against. That was just scoring religiously against me. Remember last game I couldn't get one tackle to go off regular? Couldn't get one play to go off? Already. Is it the best gameplay? No, it's FC25, but is it much better? Yeah, it is. See what I'm saying? See how my tackles are actually going off? Look who's controlling the fucking ball. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to play like a rat and do his little stuff like last game, but I'm playing a 4-4-1-1 in it to work on next year. Look at the difference, though. Look at the difference. Now who's getting the tackle backs and stuff? Funny how that works, isn't it? Funny how this works, isn't it, guys? I rest my fucking case. This is a dude, a low-level player, who just beat me 7-1. I couldn't move. There's trolls out there, or idiots. If they're not being trolls, they're brainless idiots, that would have watched that last game and go, no, that dude was just so good, bro. As my guy's standing there, and I have overlays on, and you can see the delay. So they have to be trolls, right? So now you can see just the difference already within the first couple seconds. You get what I'm saying? Again, he's playing the typical 4-2-3 or 4-2-1-3. So I'm not saying that he's doesn't have some skill. I'm not saying that I'm just gonna. But look how the game's going already. I mean, bro, it's a complete and utter joke. That's what I'm trying to say. He wouldn't have played if he didn't think it too. He didn't. He thinks, oh, this dude don't know what he's talking. I just smoked him 7-1, bro. No, dude, you're a lower skill player. You're a lower skill player that got lag advantage, and that's what we have to deal with every fucking game. And I'm playing a 4-4-1-1 against a 4-2-1-3. For those, and anybody who plays FC knows, which I'm sure all you guys played enough to know, the 4-2-1-3 is like a cheat code. So I should just fucking switch, but I don't care about winning. I just wanted to show you guys the difference. This is a game I just lost 7-1, guys. Why would you shoot that with your right? Look how bad I'm destroying him. It's just so crazy. And then we had to pay money for this game. So those of you who think I just talk bad about eFootball, no, it's just the honest truth. I know what I'm talking about with this stuff. I know you guys know that, but for any of those trolls that are like, yeah, right, bro, that dude was just so much better. Yeah, he can barely get the ball off me. It was a fucking lag win. But now at least we know that this player either didn't know or he thought it would help him. What the fuck? Wrong player, damn it. It would still help him this next game. He didn't realize since I'm hosting. Look at that, guys. This is the dude who just beat me 7-1. in Rivals. This is how big the gameplay fucks you. So for those of you who like have been doubting me or thinking, oh man, no, I just am not that good. Trust me, guys. FC26 is fixed. I know what I'm talking about here. No, I tackled him at least 3 fucking times. That's gone at least. You can't just run through fucking tackles. It's just complete dog shit. Fucking bullshit, dude. Parking the bus like a complete rat loser, too. Yeah, this dude's just a typical... But that's cool. I've already proved my point anyway. But either way, I just can't stand how these players played. Sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. I would never play like that. But again, you can't do that in FC because now, even worse than before, the players don't... The AI doesn't tackle for you. So these type of players are just toast. Which you're going to see that afterwards when I show you the gameplay after I'm done with this game. There we go again. And that's what I did last game too, but when I won the ball, you probably couldn't see from the angle. After I won the ball, he ran into me 2 different times and got it back. Just domination. Remember, this is a dude who was up 7-1 on me last game. See what I'm saying? It's pointless. Now it's 2-2. So I'm done. I'm not going to finish this against this loser. I'm just going to let him know. There's no point. I rest my case, bro. Everything you do is gone in FC26, including winning with lag. You're getting absolutely outplayed, destroyed. The only thing you have is tacklebacks, which are gone in FC26. Hold on, I gotta go to my controller thing. Hold on. I think he'll be able to hear me. Hold on. Let's see what he says. But it's pointless. I've proved my point 1,000 times over. These type of losers, you're not getting anywhere, and you'll see when I do the breakdown of the video. But everything he's trying to do... Hey, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
Dude, why do you play like such a loser? Have you seen FC26? No, but you're getting toyed with. You got to admit, you're getting toyed with footballer-wise, right? I'm about to break this down on live. I'm about to break it down on live.
You're stressing out over a freaking game, bro, that I play like once a month?
No. You're going for No, look. This is the truth. I play all the time. You can ask. First of all, I called it. You just won 7-1 on a lag game. So, why do you think it was... No, but hold on. My point was... Because I got an actual channel. People actually want to know if they should spend money or not. But you be honest. When you came in, you thought, oh, this dude don't know what he's talking about. I just beat him 7-1. I'm going to destroy him. And then I started cooking you because I've showed this on video after video. And then
you didn't cook. I made some mistakes. I'll give you that.
Bro, you're getting destroyed. You're running into me, dude. I'm about to break it down on live. Everything you're doing, they got rid of in 26. You're parking the bus. I'm playing a 4-4-1-1. You're playing the 4-2-1-3. You're playing the trash meta. And all you've done, look at your goals. Look at them right now. You've ran into me 2 different times. You can't beat me. So in FC26, when you do that, I'm going to be laughing at you running the other way. But the good news is, I just proved a point to these guys that don't worry about this. So now I'm going to go break down a game in 26. But look, hey guys, watch the match facts. Guys, look at the match facts. Look at this. Guys, look at this. 61-39. Look at this. Look at this. I rest my case. I rest my case. Point proven. Point proven. Point proven, bro. Point proven. Point proven. Guys, look at these. This is the type of dude. Look, he left. He left because he sees it. He left. He left. That's hilarious. Man, I couldn't get to the... I want to grab this. He left. Guys, these are the type... Oh, why'd you leave? Why'd you leave the game? Hey, guys, look at this. Look at this. Hold on, let's go through this real quick. This is a true question. I get that you play once a month, so you're not purposely trying to be a rat. You just don't know football. Is that it?
I don't know FC.
Okay, so guys, that could be the case. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but if you saw my channel, I'm not picking on you at all. It's just, here's my thing. Yeah, people put hours and hours. You've actually put more hours into this. Like, I've played 3 football games, so I'm not going to sit here and try to front like I don't play more football. But you have played FC more than me. I play all the football games. But what we try to do, like anybody in this channel, like there's 1,300 people I have, the one reason why, and why these other rats, I play them all the time, they try to start channels, they have 6 people, is because there's a ton of people that come in and ruin these games by not playing football. So my question is, I already gave you props because I'm like, at least he got on. But you got to admit, when I was saying what I said, you thought, I just smoked this dude. He's crazy if he thinks he can do something. But now you see how much the lag changes things, bro. I mean, that game was... So that was my only point. So that was already made. The only thing I'm saying other than that is, you just answer my question, which is like, you don't know FC. But my thing I was going to say is, guys, the number one worst thing in this whole game was players would dribble into someone and lose a ball or play a bad pass, and low-skill players would just run into them and get the ball back. So they got rid of it, so I was just asking, like, why would you even... You know that in less than a month, that's gone, and it's not even enjoyable. Like, it can't be satisfying getting goals by just running into a player after you lose the ball. I'm assuming, but if you don't mean to, or you don't know what you're doing, I could see that. But I was legit asking, not being a jerk. If we go to your highlights of your goals, watch this, bro. This isn't me being a jerk. So watch. So here's my second goal. Okay?
Let me see it.
All right, here's my second goal.
If you can share the screen.
Oh, you're not on? Oh, here, my YouTube's Gamester FC. Sorry. Or I'm on Twitch, or I'm on Twitch and Kick too, but it's Gamester space FC. So, hey, you got to give this guy credit. At least he's got the balls to actually come on and talk and have... Okay, so Gamester FC, when you get on, let me know. So I'm looking at my goals. So it was 8 passes in a row to a manual one run-through ball. I'm going to let you see what I mean. So when I play football, and most people, they want to play football, right? So guys, you're seeing my goal right here. So watch. So again, here's the goals that I'm scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 one-touch passes. Let me know when you're in. And that... You're in right now?
I think I did.
Yeah, it's Gamester FC. It's got an OG with a crown on it. Alright, so when we're playing, anybody who's playing, right? Typically, now I can tell you don't mean to, but why the fuck won't this go back? There we go. Alright, so here it is. So when I go to instant replay, here's the second or first goal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 6 or 7 one-touch passes. So again, I'll rewind it. So again, boom, center back to my CDM, up back through to a through ball, and I manually timed Rooney to go in. Have overlays, you can watch it. Okay, so that's mine. Okay, so now here's your goals. And we'll watch my other one too. So that was my 27th. We'll watch. So here's your first one. Okay. That was after I want to do the instant replay. Oh, they don't show the part. So before this, to get to here. See what I'm saying? So watch. I just won the ball from you. Okay. And then watch. You tackle back. You see what I'm saying? You played a bad ball, But in the midst of me running, so what would have happened in this is you couldn't have won this ball back. They make the player stumble out of the way. So you see already there, and then of course you go from there, you score. But right here, look at the counterattack I have. So in 26, which I'm about to do a breakdown, you can watch it if you want or not. This player, your player loses the ball, he's going to stumble past. Look at what this would have been. I play it out. I have my wing mid. I have Chouameni right there. I have 5 players. You already have 5 up, so I'm going at your defense with an advantage. So instead of me going down and being rewarded for your mistake, you get rewarded with a goal. Okay, so I could see you didn't mean to do it, but there's literally players that waste their time that use this as a skill. So you can't tell me, you've seen my goal, now watch your goal. Hold on. Tackle back. And I'm stumbling around with my other player, then you score. So again, right here, boom, I play it out. Nope, tackle back. That's gone, thank goodness. So you see that goal, then we'll look at your other one, then we'll look at mine. So that was the 41st. Here's his other goal. Where the fuck was it? That was a Florian Wirtz. Here's this one. See if they show the where you dribbled into my... God, let's see if they show it. Right there. Oh, I wanted them at another angle. Right there. So I win the ball. And then it goes through. Like, watch. So, right. God damn, my player gets right in the way, dude. Unbelievable. So, right here, I win the ball with Georges again. And it was... I don't know if you passed that or if it kicked it through. But instead of me winning the... I mean, look at this. Boom. Tackle. Look at my... Look, my stupid player gets in the way, but you can see right here. So, in 26... Your number 9 right here, whoever that is going to stumble away. I'm going to go away. Once again, look what happens. Boom, boom, you score another one off of a tackle. Again, I know you probably didn't mean to do it, but it's like, bro, getting rewarded like that, there's other players that do mean to do, like, literally go for it. You can tell because instead of goals like this, right? Instead of goals like this, I mean, if you bring any football in the world... They're going to go, that's football, not whatever we just saw. You know what I mean? And that's my only thing is like, bro, I didn't run into you. I didn't purposely. I didn't just keep running through a bad pass. I connected passes and scored a football goal. So let's see my other one. I can't remember what it was, but just to be fair, maybe it was trash. You never know. So my other goal, here it is. Boom. Oh, it was my manual run. I took Rooney manually. Boom, look. Changed to Rooney myself. So I took Rooney manually. Boom. Fronted your defender. Boom. So you can see right here where I took him over. Right here. Boom. Not the prettiest, but again, no tackle backs, no nothing. So it's not an attack on you, but a lot of players do it, and that's why it's gone. So the whole point of this, I'm about to break down a whole leaked FC26 game because I can't talk about the beta that I have. That's all it is, bro, and it is worth it because there's players out there that are still on the fence about buying the game or not, and if they want the Ultimate Edition icon, they have to do it by the 26. So if you take 400, like out of 1,300 people that may or may not watch, let's say 400 do, it could be 400 people that you're saving from buying the game or that you're helping buy the game because they know this shit's not going to be in there. So this stuff is worth it, but I at least want to explain that to you. I'm not trying to pick on you. I don't think that you purposely were playing like a rat, but I just wanted to show you. I'm not just saying this shit to say it. You get what I mean? And that's why these stats exist, because FC25 was a total joke. In FC26, this game is, just being honest, probably 4 or 5 to, let's just say 2. Maybe 6. And I'm about to show you guys why. So, GG's, bro. But again, we got that on there. And now I want to show these guys the other part. But I appreciate you, dude. You got balls for coming on. No hard feelings at all. I at least wanted to walk it through so you knew. It wasn't trash talking. I was just speaking facts. I mean, that's just the case. But I'm going to go ahead and mute this so I can get to get to the breakdown video, guys. Our boy didn't really answer me there. I don't know. I mean, he couldn't really say much, right? I mean, I rest my case with that. So now, we go here. Okay? So again, the biggest problem with FC, as you can see, there's two things we learned there. And what's up, Nico? How you doing? The two things we learned there are that gameplay is not the same for both players. Check out my video from previously with Phil's game, where you saw the opponent's point of view, and then you saw Phil's, and Phil's barely running, fighting for his life to move, and the other players zipping around, moving at regular speed. This game, 7-1 that dude, and I could tell by his skill level. So for those lower skill players, or those players who don't know these games as well, I know if when I'm talking about this, you guys are thinking probably what that opponent thought. Dude, you're just making excuses. You're mad because you lost. So he jumps right in, and I cook him. You've seen the stats. You've seen my goals. You've seen his tacklebacks. But it was beautiful to see that because it's not an FC26. So for those of you who are like, dude, that's why I don't like this game. Look at the goals you scored. Look at the goals he scored. These trash players get, no offense, buddy. I'm just saying how you played, not you, I'm just speaking facts. But these low skill players, right? And he's just a microcosm of many, right? He's just an example of many. But these lower skill players score goals like that, or score those 30-yard Travellas or whatever, that's all removed. The delayed gameplay doesn't exist, and I'll show you why they say it doesn't exist. So then, yeah, the park the bus thing, you still can do that in 26, for sure. However, I'm going to show you why it won't help as much. So if you notice that my opponent, he had a million players parking the bus. He was playing the 4-2-1-3, which is overpowered in 25. Two reasons why. 25, the AI marking defensively is terrible. The defense lets players go all the time, so you can spam through balls, you can score. Secondly, the delay screws you over because you already have a million players parking the bus. Then you have the AI able to tackle the ball, right? So when the AI is defending with, they're like not marking, right? So you can spam through balls. But when when you're parking the bus and you're trying to pass and move and not be a rat, and you don't play past those defenders, like for through balls, they're going to get their whole team back. Okay, well, 26 is not a problem. Because even if they're marking you, if these ratty players don't switch to that defender, they won't tackle you like 25. So that's the big difference. So I got to explain this again because people get confused, right? If you were playing a through ball in FC25 and spamming, using 4-2-1-3, spamming through balls, you got through a lot of times because the marking from the AI is terrible, okay? In FC26... as I fast forward to the game. Again, this is not me. Some other poor soul that broke the rules. So I'm going to share it. It's already public. It's already on YouTube. So I'm going to share it. So in FC26, the AI will pick up the marks better. But then you're thinking, well, wait a second. You just said that the AI marks better. So then why is Park the Bus is going to be even more powerful? No, because here's the difference. The AI will mark better, but if you don't switch to the defender to tackle the ball, you will get smoked. The defenders in 26, if you don't control them, they're like cones. So yes, they will mark. But if you're not fast enough at right stick switching and moving your defenders after they're marking, you still got to move them around. Still got to jockey when you need to. Still got to commit to a tackle. If you don't do that, your players are glorified cones. In 25, even though they nerfed it pretty far down, your AI would still win the ball for you at times. So you would park the bus, right? And then you would win the ball with your AI still. Because there's so many defenders you would run into them, similar to that opponent. That's gone. You will be able to cook. You will be able to left stick dribble around all those players unless they get better at right stick switching, right? So, when you play these lower skilled players in 26, these guys won't be there. But you always can tell because when you smoke a player like that, the game without the lag, I mean, that's a lower level player. How did I know? Well, one, this is my second account. It's August, so I knew him being in Division 4 in August, not playing eFootball and not playing UFL, he was not a good player. Then you could see by the lag. You guys saw I would pass or shoot. It takes 3 seconds. He was zipping around. So, of course, he's thinking, oh, dude, I beat you 7-1. Of course I'll jump in. Then he gets destroyed. I mean, you've seen both of his goals. But the funny thing was, when these ratty players, like you see, for those of you who are watching the video of this, he's in live right now talking about the lag game. But as you've seen on this video and on this stream, but it's going to be a video too, look at his terrible goals. So we all can get joy in knowing this type of player is not even going to be Division 4. This type of player is going to be Division 9 because he got destroyed. So if you're wondering, okay, so you played in the FC Pro events and then you got to Elite Division, so he's in Division 4 in August. Then you're scoring 8 one-touch pass goals against him. He's getting 2 tackle-back goals against you. Why would we buy 26? For the last time, they took all of that out. Those on both of those that I walked through. But losers like this notice something. He was on the mic and had a chance to talk, and the loser couldn't explain his tackle-back goals. So for those of you who are watching this, go back to the video, which, here, I'll be able to show you on here, right? Let's pull it up. Let's pull this up. So the loser gets 2 tackle-back goals after losing the ball. So he plays a bad pass and then dribbles into me. Then he continues to run forward and gets the ball. He won't be able to get it. So now you see the excuses. So these are these rat losers that we won't have to deal with anymore. Oh, that second game I wasn't trying. Guys, this is not a 6-year-old we're talking about. I mean, once you're 10 years old and above, you don't come up with the I wasn't trying excuse. Bottom line is, without lag and without tacklebacks, these type of losers, as you can see, can't play. That's why you should buy FC26. So hopefully this helps you out. We'll watch the game. Hey, when I walk through your goals, you moron, you could hear yourself breathing and you wouldn't respond. You didn't answer to either of your tacklebacks because you're a loser. And it's on here. It's on record right here. We're going to pull these up. This is going to be a great video, guys. And then we'll go through the 26 game. Because it's good to know the type of losers that these guys are easy to beat once EA Sports fixes the game. And luckily, they fix it. So this is more of a reason than ever to buy this game. These are the type of losers that were able to still play and still do well because FC had all this stuff with them. So you got a low skill, low level Division 4 player, right? And all he can do is score tackle back. 70% possession to 30. You guys saw my goal. We're about to watch this video again, so he can't get out of it. No excuses. 7 one-touch passes straight into a goal. Not one tackle back for me because I'm actually playing to train. For one, I'm playing to actually play football. For two, I'm playing to train for 26. And the good thing is, when you play football in 26, you actually get rewarded now. In 25, when you played real football, as you can see, losers like this could stay in the game. So here we go. So we're going to watch how big of a loser. So why would you waste your time if you're this loser, right? So here's this. Hold on. There's that. Why would you waste your time if you're a loser like this that's just going to go for tacklebacks and stuff? It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Here we go. Here it is. Perfect. All right, guys. So hold on. Oh, perfect. I got it right up. So here you go. Yeah, so Izzy, you're about to play my boy who just started playing FIFA, by the way. So let's see how you do. It will be Phil. This will be a good practice for you. But remember, these rats will be gone in 26. So, all right. I don't know why it's like showing that little glitchy thing. Let me get rid of this other one. All right. So watch his goals. So look, this is how the loser scores. So he scores 2 tacklebacks. So first of all, let's go to this. Let's show him. Let's hear this, by the way. Let's actually play it. Let's listen to this while I explain this. Let's listen up. People that you're saving from buying the game or that you're... I mean, I don't think it's all the opinion. As we walk through his tacklebacks, listen to this. Not being a jerk. Look at this. Look at the stats, guys. I'm not picking on you at all. It's just, hey, loser, why didn't you talk here? Loser, listen. People put hours and hours. You've actually put more hours into... The loser said I didn't let him talk. Let's listen here. You'll hear him breathe in the background. Look at these stats. He is a lag merchant, rat loser that goes for tacklebacks. He comes into the chat and goes, 7-1 here, guys. El Taco, guys. I'm good. Low skill loser that's been tacklebacking his way, and all he could do, playing like a complete rat, is get to Division 4, and then he gets toyed. And there's not one player in the world that doesn't watch that game and say, bro, you're terrible to this taco eater, whatever. But he had the audacity to say, and I quote, guys, I wasn't even trying. Loser. You played with ridiculous lag advantage, and you thought, oh my God, bro, I'll smoke him now. Once I hosted, you got destroyed. It's hilarious. Guys, watch this. Watch this. Let's see how he says, so hey, try to explain it. Hey, listen up here. Explain yourself. I've played 3 football games, so I'm not going to sit here and try to front like I don't play more football. But you have played FC more than me. Look at this loser. Nothing. Play all the football games. But he's played more than me. Nothing to say there. This channel, there's 1,300 people I have. Izzy, you're embarrassed, loser. You don't want to watch your terrible gameplay. They try to start channels. They have 6. We see right through you, you dumbass, and so does everybody. That's the funny part. You are a loser, bro. Quit wasting your time. Go look through my channel and notice where I've gotten. Not even just in FC and all the games. Go look through anybody in my community compared to you. The beautiful thing is, I want them to know, when those type of rivals games happens, don't worry, because this is the type of loser on the other end. I wasn't trying. I'm going to leave because you can't watch how bad you played. You are a loser. You went for tackleback after tackleback. Who has a strategy? I can't beat him, so I'm going to run into him over and over. So luckily, EA Sports listened to us, guys, and they got rid of this type of loser. People that does this. Not see. All right, so but that use this as a 26, which I'll play it out. Nope, tackleback. That's gone, thank goodness. Watch this. This is what these losers do. As a skill. So you can't tell me, you've seen my goal. Now watch your goal. Hold on. Nothing to say, watch this. Tackleback. Crickets. And I'm stumbling around with my other player, then you score. So again, right here, boom, I play it out. Right there, look at all these players. Look at all my red. In 26... I'm going down against 8v2 on him because he has half his team there. Because what he does is play bad passes in the 4-2-1-3 or dribble into defenders and then try to kamikaze them to get tacklebacks. That's what all these losers did in 25 and that got them success. That's gone. Now watch again my goal. Nope, tackleback. That's gone, thank goodness. So you see that goal, then we'll look at your other one. Then and all this time, this loser could be talking right now. 41st. Here's his other goal. Where the fuck? And it's crickets. So let's watch mine real quick. Watch. So again, here's mine. Goals that I'm scoring. Now remember real quick. Remember this, and then watch how 26. Now this is why I said don't play like these rat losers. Because watch this, and then watch how 26 works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 one-touch passes. Let me know. He had no clue how to stop that. That's a real goal. Watch this. When you're not lagged, like every FC game, because of their terrible gameplay, this is what you can do. So watch. So again, here's the goals that I'm scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 one-touch passes. Let me know when you're in. You see what I'm saying, guys? I rest my case. I rest my case. So now, it's Taco Day something. Dude, don't even worry about him, Phil. Just let that loser go. You don't want to associate with those type of idiots. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Like, dude, those type of losers, nothing he's doing is going to work in 26, and I'm about to show you that. So you won't even get anything out of playing him. That's what I'm trying to say, which is what I'm about to show you. Because it's a lose-lose. If you play one of those losers, you're not going to get better because that stuff doesn't work now, right? It's not going to work for the next iteration. So if you win, it doesn't matter because it doesn't help you get better. And then if you lose, then you lost to a tackleback loser. It doesn't matter, but you have to sit there and listen to him go, oh, I won. But yeah, if that's not a champion component for 1, why 25 was trash. 2, the biggest difference, which I'm about to show you, 25 and 26. 3, how bad the inconsistent gameplay changes things. Then I don't know what else to say. If people try to come back with anything like that idiot, then they're just brain dead, as that guy was, as you could see. So, here we go. We're going to check this out. And I want you to pay attention to the actual gameplay. Alright. Now watch how quick these passes go off. Now this game's pretty one-sided, I think. But as you're watching, I want you to pay attention to how quickly the passes go off. I want you to pay attention to how quickly the shots go off. And these are low-level players. A low-level team, I should say. Low-level team. I don't know the skill level of the players. Watch the 1- and 2-touch passes. Watch how quickly they go off. See the difference in the quickness? And watch, there won't be one tackle back because you can't tackle back in this game. Sorry, I don't know why it's like the screen's glitching like that. It's something on my end with the media player. I apologize, but you get the gist. No, if you want to, go ahead. His name's up there. He put it up there. I mean, you're a grown man. Do what you do, but I was just pointing out the fact that he's a freaking... there's no win in it for you. But now you can see what I mean. All the passes. Now, if you're saying like, okay, well, FC25 played like this. No, dude. Even when there's good gameplay, FC25 had like more of a delay in the passes and shots, which then with bad gameplay made it unplayable. Like that first game with that guy that you saw. And it was the same with tackles and everything. Everything is sped up, and they say it's because they cut out the fat. They cut out like extra, apparently, animations that were bogging the game down. But then added others, I don't know. Vize had a good point. Like, if you added others, then how does that make sense that it's improved? I don't know the answer to that. I just know that it is. And the gameplay that you're seeing is how every single game's been. Now, if for some reason everybody logs on and then all the people, I've said this before, I'll say it again, bog it down and the delay hurts just as much. Obviously, I can't predict that, and if that's the case, I'll be right along with a lot of people quitting the game. But based on everything that I've seen and played, if it plays like this, it's going to be insanely good. The passes, the movement, everything is so much sharper. Now you take away the tacklebacks, which you saw my opponent, these players use them as skill, right? You take away their ability to park the bus and win the ball with their AI, right? Now you actually have to switch to that defender and stop someone, which these guys can't defend. They hold a player away, they park the bus, and they wait for you to run into their AI. No more doing that. The AI will just get dribbled around. The only thing they'll do is mark better so these rats can't spam through balls like they do in the 4-2-1-3. So everything that these rats used, you check that off, it's gone. Every single thing. So if you pay attention to the quickness, now I can tell you by watching, these just aren't very good players, but they are also using bronze and silver teams. It looks like they, based on their teams, they got this. Oh, there was a Team of the Week player, which now my team's full of Team of the Week. So maybe one player already got the upgrades. There was like a, I don't know, a glitch, or they meant to do it where you could keep opening gold packs and you basically got a full Team of the Week. And then they upgraded it, so now my team's all 95 rated Team of the Weeks. So you guys see the differences. And if not, here, hold on. Hey, this idiot's in my thing. And he thinks he's on live. Hey, moron, everything you're saying on here. Just have fun. Don't worry about all this stuff. Oh, sorry, guys. This guy thinks... El Taco says, guys, just have fun. Don't stress. Taco, when you put hundreds of hours into something, you should make a educated decision on which game you're going to invest that much time into. If you're going to waste your time like that, you're headed for a loser path, which makes sense based on how you play, bro. When you say it's just a game, bro, you're the type of player that would cheat at Monopoly and then say, oh, it's just a game. No, you're a loser, dude. Think about it. You spend hundreds of hours to fail at a football game. You didn't even get to Elite Division. Go check the history there. For someone who's cheating basically like you were, all you got to was Division 4, playing hundreds of hours, not even trying to play the right way in a game that was infested by, like, all the shit you were using actually ruined the game to where you should have been able to be dominating, and yet you're playing where my second account is that I just started playing. Like, what, a month ago, guys? I can't remember. And not only that, even if you were Elite Division playing like you are, you're still playing like a complete rat. So not only are you failing at the game, but you're not even enjoying regular football. You're doing tacklebacks. You're taking advantage of lag. You're parking the bus, letting your AI tackle for you. I mean, you are a loser. You just got outpossessed in an FC game, 70% to 30, bro. So all you did for what, 80% of the game, right? 70% of the game. It really felt like 80, 90%, but let's just say 70. All you did was run around chasing me. And then congrats, you ran into me twice after I beat you and got the ball from you like I did every other time. Again, these are just facts. It's on video, bro. And yet you still come in and, oh, I wasn't trying. Oh, guys, just have fun. Like, excuse after excuse. When you were on live and had a chance to walk through your strategy of when you tackle backed, how that wasn't a total rat thing to do, you shut the hell up and we could hear crickets. Because there was nothing you could say because it was no skill. So I'm just showing these guys that losers like you got dealt with finally by EA Sports. For years, EA Sports let you idiots run amok. And they finally answered our prayers. And now you got this. So I know I haven't been breaking it down. And if you guys don't know, let me explain. And maybe it's not shown as well in this game. But now the passes, they're much more crisp. Boom, boom, bang. The 1 and 2 touch passes go off. It's very eFootball-esque, which if you guys don't realize, the power up there destroys that game in many ways. But when you 1 and 2 touch, the reason why it's so much fun and that's the best part is because that's what helps you beat out that power up delay that allows that overpowered defense to catch you. When you're playing 1 and 2 touch passes, these players can't catch up to you. So the beauty of it is in FC, you have way better dribbling. Not only for FC, but overall football games. FC's dribbling is the best, but now the left stick's 10 times better, way more responsive. The jockeying defensively is also more responsive, so you can still deal with the attackers. But then you have the ability to make all these beautiful up, back, and throughs. That 8 one-touch pass goal, that I scored against Taco Face, you'll be able to score those religiously if you know football, if you know what you're doing. But listen what's going to happen, right? While you're pinging the ball around and getting rewarded for playing football, right? Guys like Phil, you make insane passes. You find lanes that other people definitely aren't looking at. You're going to love 26. But what makes it better is that instead of going up 2-0 with 2 great goals and then having to be tied to a loser like this because of tacklebacks, now when these losers dribble into you or pass into you, okay, they won't get the ball back. You see what I'm saying? As you watch this game, pay close attention to every tackle, okay? Pay close attention to how many tackles the AI will make, because guess what? It's going to be 0. So let's watch closely. You have to manually switch, which is a skill, because then you manually switch. You still have to jockey. You still have to know if you're what tackle you want to commit. In 25, you just park the bus like Taco Face and let your AI do the work. Okay? When you tackle the ball, you're going to retain the ball. Right? Every once in a while, there'll be those scrummy plays where there's a ton of different players in the area, and you'll win the ball, but it will kind of bounce to them still. But that's like one of those freak things, okay? I'm talking about the typical, like the tacklebacks he was using. He gets beat, passes to me, dribbles into me. He did a bunch of each, but then just sprints forward to kamikaze into me and gets the ball. That's gone. So let's watch closely here. Again, another manual tackle, good stuff. Watch the pinging. Watch the pings. Watch this. It's just so much more fluid, guys. Just so much more fluid. And again, I had bad ping games too that would be virtually unplayable in 25. And you could feel like, obviously, they're heavier, but it wasn't like that terrible, can't even move, stuck in the mud. That's what they said they got rid of. And as far as every single game I've played, which let's see how much I've played the beta. See if it shows the hours. 28 hours. 28 hours of beta gameplay. All PvP, by the way. Well, no, I played probably like 1 or 2 hours of squad battles just to practice different moves and stuff. 26 hours then of playing the new game, and opponents even in golden goal games, because they have golden goal tournaments and stuff, which can't talk about all that, but they've already released it. So anyway, and not once was there even one game, not even one, where you couldn't move, you were stuck in the mud, where every shot you took, the opponent could move his goalie because of the delay, like in that first game against Taco Face. Not even one of those games. There would have at least been one, right? So, with that being said, obviously you can make your own decisions. There's both eFootball and UFL. Shit, there's even rematch and goals. If you want to go to goals, which I wouldn't. I wouldn't go to any of them besides FC. But you guys have seen all the information. You can make your own decisions. Is eFootball a fun game? Yes. Can UFL be fun? Yes. Are they real skill football games? No. Is FC25 like the best game? Yes, but does that mean it's good, or was it just better than the other bad games? It was just better than the other bad games. If FC26 was like that, I wouldn't be promoting it at all. I wouldn't put my cosign behind it. So I strongly suggest you give it a go. Yes, there's leaked authentic gameplay footage as well. So let me pull it. But hold on, let me pull that up. See if I can find it here. And for anybody who wonders, I remember that one guy was like, why do you pick on the rats? Now you see why. Right? We go play. He sees that I'm right. Give him a chance. I didn't have to give him a chance to speak. Doesn't say a word. Can't explain his tacklebacks. But then tries to come on immediately and try to talk shit. But it's hard to talk shit when you've done nothing but fail, when you've done nothing but waste your time, and when the footage shows how bad you get smoked at actual football, right? Scoring tackleback goals isn't going to gain you any. No one's going to go, oh, he was awesome. Did you see how he made that bad pass but then ran into him? Did you see how he dribbled into the defender but then trucked through to get it? Man, he did those. He uses those glitches well. Like, so then to have that happen to you, then still come in and talk shit, or try to. He just doesn't realize he looks like a clown. That's why I go hard at these rats. Most of you guys get it, but there's always those few people that will feel bad because they make fools out of themselves, but that's their own fault. I have to see if this is authentic or not. I'll be able to tell pretty quick. Yeah. I think... Oh, shoot. Okay. I had to get rid of the sound. I don't want to have music. Okay, hold on. I think this is authentic. Let's double check, though. Alright, guys. He's hella pressed. That's what so the taco face I'm talking about, this was like a while ago, but I love like, oh, he's hella pressed after he just got embarrassed. It's just so funny how these rats think. So thank goodness we'll be able to toy with them. They're all gonna quit. You know how rat losers are. They don't keep at anything. Oops, sorry. Trying to do this. So I'll restart it. Oh no, this isn't. This is a squad battles game. So hold on, let me find it for you guys. Should be one. This should be it. Pretty sure. So this is a little intro, but I'll let you guys be surprised about that when it comes out. This should be it. Graphics obviously always insane for FC. And that's what I like about it too within the manager mode. They seem to add, it's like more realistic. Like you guys know, watching the football games on Saturday, the Premier League or La Liga or whatever, like the way the presentation looks, they capture that well. But again, I don't want to show you all that for career mode and stuff because it's not like PvP where you have to train for this. I want you guys to be excited. I just want to show you the gameplay a little bit if I can. But it might be hard to see. When you play it, you'll be able to notice the difference. Maybe you can already, maybe you can't. But see, notice one thing though. Even in this authentic gameplay, notice that the passes, look how fast the passes and shots release. Watch this. Watch how quickly they come off. People always confuse it and look how fast the ball's traveling. Look how fast the passes and shots come off the foot. I mean, look at this. Beautiful stuff. And this is authentic. So that's the biggest thing that grabbed me, is just two things like that made me keep paying attention. If these two things weren't fixed, I wouldn't even have looked at the rest. One, I wanted, if I felt any game at all where I couldn't move, Like every game in FC25 where I couldn't pass, shoot, everything was delayed, it was pointless playing, then I was gone. Didn't matter, the game could be the best ever with that type of delay at times. I'm not going to play that game again because you never know what kind of gameplay you're going to get as a joke. Whatever they did, it worked. Okay? That's the first thing that had me paying attention. The next thing, when I went out and was passing and moving and playing, I got so addicted to the build-ups. That one touch, 8 one-touch pass goal that I scored against Taco Face. You can do that religiously, but not just spamming X. You got to know what you're doing, right? And then if the manual defender knows what they're doing, then it makes it a battle. But now that ability to make those awesome eFootball-like passes. I'm not talking about the typical power-up pass. I'm talking about the boom, boom, bang, 1 and 2 touch quick passes that happen to actually beat out the power-up issue. And that's why that play is so beautiful, because the build-up connects so well, right? The build-up, the passes just look right. The rest of the game kind of forms together in this awkward, weird football simulator. But the passing, the 1 and 2 touch, up, back throughs, give and goes, switches of the field, diagonals, that's a thing of beauty, and FC took that and did it, in my opinion, 10 times better. Why would you say 10 times better? Because the dribbling's much more fluid, much more responsive in FC than eFootball. eFootball, the dribbling's better and you can blow past defenders, but it's got that kind of scripted feel where it almost like you can see on passes even, through balls. The defenders like slow up, or you just speed up that much where you blow by them. It's not like a realistic in and out, like, you just have to play it, but it's not as realistic. The dribbling definitely improved in eFootball, but FC, it's much more responsive, much sharper on the ball, the good dribblers are. And then you add that with the good passing and the fact that you don't have to just do 1 and 2 touch to beat out the power-up. Every pass is quicker. Every shot is sharper, quicker, off the foot. And that makes the game that much better. It's very PES-like, Boomfa. Very PES-like. So when you're pinging the ball around, it's so addicting because you get these awesome runs. So my favorites, guys, that's why I'm playing in the 4-4-1-1 to start. You saw that 8 one-touch pass goal that for my center back. What did it go? Center back, CDM to Cam back to my CM, right? From Chouameni up to, who was it? Griezmann, who was my Cam. From Griezmann back to Cantona, who is his shapeshifter, was my CM. From Cantona up to, what was that, Claudia Pena or something like that, diagonal, and then her diagonal to Rooney, I think is how it went. So my whole attack from center back all the way up, touch the ball from defense to attack. You can play those so beautifully in FC, right? They're still a little lethargic in FC25, but because of that quickness of the release, and then the beauty and the travel of the ball and everything they did, it's just beautiful, man. You got to give credit where it's due. So, with that being said, we checked that out, right? We checked out this beauty. We'll go back again real quick. We checked out this beauty. And that's why it's so important to do what I'm doing. Because listen to this, guys. If you play this game and you're down to that type of player, 7-1, okay? And then this happens. As I'm talking, you guys can watch yourselves. You can't move. You're down 7-1 to a player like this. You know he's terrible. You know you can't move, but part of you's like, man, what is he doing that I'm not doing? And you don't know. You only know what you know. You're liable to quit the game, right? Because this player's not doing something special and he's beating me this bad already in division. What the heck? So if players don't know, this could easily chase them away and like, man, I'm not good enough for FC, man. These guys are... But if you know what's up, then you're not worried about this crap. Especially now that it's gone. If this was continuing, I'd be gone with you. We could be both playing eFootball. But this crap that you saw in that 7-1, this same player that you're seeing me outplay, cook in all assets besides tackle-backs, because losers like him, of course, would score that way, was a game where I could barely touch the ball. So just know that when you're playing FC25, if you haven't bought 26 and it's making you hesitate because you're getting whooped, right? It's not going to happen in 26. If you're putting in the time to actually play good football, you will get rewarded. All this crap that's causing you to lose, it won't be there. I'm not saying you're going to automatically dominate. And I'm not saying that, rats always find a way, but with how the game is, as you guys can see, it's going to be a lot harder for them to get a hold of anything. What they do is they grip onto all these shortcuts, all these problems. They grip onto it and squeeze the life out of it and try to get every ounce of cheap goals, cheap tackles, cheap everything to stay competitive. Right? That's literally what these losers do. Every shortcut there is, they look for it. They don't look like, I want to compete against you in football. Let's play football. Because real players don't think about, oh, I'm going to run into him after I make this bad pass. Good players are trying to always connect passes. Right? Only rats are thinking, oh, I'm just going to dribble into him. I can't beat him, but if I dribble right into him, I can tackle it back. And start kamikazing right into defenders. That's a loser deal. So now they finally won't get rewarded with that. That's gone. So it's all good news, guys. Keep working. Keep the settings like I told you. As you can see, I'm also talking to myself because you play against these type of players and it gets hard. You want to switch to 4-2-1-3. You want to prove like what you're saying is right because it's like, I'm so much better than this player. I'm not getting off here letting these guys think this was just a regular game of FC. No. It was a complete lopsided, total lag, trash game. And I'm just glad I could give you another example besides Phil's game and besides me talking about it. Because some of you I still need to earn your trust. That's fine with me. But trust me, or don't yet, but you will. I know what I'm talking about. That's why I could call this. Do you guys realize what I put on the line here? If I did what I did, and I came out and he smashed me 8-0, even when I was hosting, bro, you guys would have laughed all the way to the next content creator. Right? I know what I'm talking about here. It's very easy to see these things. So hopefully I wouldn't lead you in the wrong direction. FC26 is the game to play. This FC25 trash that you're seeing here, if you don't have the beta, just deal with it for a little bit longer. Even if you have the beta, there's only like 8 days left. It goes away to 26. Then it's just 25 until September 20th. So like 25 days once the beta goes away. And if you don't have the beta, use the settings that I shared in previous videos. You can go find those if you haven't watched them. Play the way I showed you. Score the type of goals that you saw me scoring here. Stay away from the tackle backs. Stay away from the assisted shooting. Stay away from parking the bus and letting your AI tackle. Do everything manually. And I promise you, you will be successful. Period. So my boy Boomfa says, I can already tell I will enjoy this. He's talking about FC26, of course, the footage from there. Is DC penalty a real thing in 26? Explain what you mean by that, Boomfa. So I'm going to go back and show you some more of the gameplay while I wait for Boomfa to ask his question. So now you guys have watched 25. Look at it, though. You can just see it's so much sharper. It makes me want to go play it right now. I'm sorry to my man, whoever's name is on that beta thing, man. He shouldn't have shared that, but it's not my fault. Is DC penalty a real thing in 26? Disqualification penalty? What do you mean, buddy? Let me look it up and see if I can tell what he means. Oh, if you quit a game, they lock you out. So they're gonna start doing for Rush. I don't know. They could do it for everything. No, they're not, because like people were saying, there's times when you're getting beat and you want to leave because it's a waste. You conceded, but in Rush, it's different for whatever reason. I guess because so many players were ratting and like ruining the game, throwing the game, going away from controller. I'm not sure if it's no matter what if you quit, but I think that's only a Rush thing. So players won't throw games anymore. Like if they're doing objectives, they won't just say, "Oh, I don't got to win anyway. Who cares?" Then they'll have to go in a timeout period or something. But I'm 99% sure it's just Rush. So don't worry about that. We were talking about it, and like they won't do it for competitive modes because again, there's games where you're losing, you want to concede. You don't want to sit there and get beat 7, 8, 9, 10 nothing. So hopefully this helps you guys out, whether you're on the fence or you just wanted more information about the gameplay. Hopefully if you had those experiences throughout 25 or you're still playing 25, you're still having those laggy matches, you're getting beat, you're getting frustrated. Hopefully you could see the difference here and know that those games mean nothing. When you can't move, you can't move. It's not on you. Just move on from it. I'm not going to lie, it is therapeutic when I get these rats on and you can see that they're rats when... But at least I got to give Taco Face some credit. He did have the balls at least to play me, but let's be honest. He played me because he thought I was still going to have the same results as the first game where I couldn't move, and of course he trounced me. So he jumped right in like, "Oh, I can't lose this. I destroyed him," not realizing what was up. So I'm giving him credit, even though in the back of my mind I know that he only came in because he thought he was going to whoop me. And then he got a rude awakening. So hopefully this video helped. Like I said, please like the stream if you enjoyed it, that is. If you didn't, I don't want you to BS, but if you did, it would help me a lot if you could smash the like button on this and any videos you watch. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe, and I'd enjoy your presence because the more feedback we get, the better. The stronger the community, the better. And please check out my Discord. It is going to be our headquarters for FC26. Everything you could possibly want info on or be able to give information about or need help with, whatever it is. Tactics, which players to sell, SBCs, evolutions, squad restrictions you need to complete events and tournaments. Like everything you need. What consumables to stock up on so you can sell and make extra coins. Anything, you name it. Tactics, right? Players to watch. Go buy this player. Do not buy this player. It's going to crash. New promo player rankings. Everything. All in my Discord. Our community is the team. That is officially OGFC. And we are all working towards the same goal, which is to help each other reach our full potential in FC26 and beyond. Because when you put hours and hours and hours into these games like we do, it's only right that you put your best foot forward and give it your best shot. So check out my Discord, OGamester FC, or the link is in the YouTube bio. There's also YouTube memberships. Any support you want to give to the channel, I make sure I return it with perks, whether it's YouTube, Discord, or both. There's even more for that. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys so